Good morning to all of you. In the previous lecture, we have seen the theory part of V belt. Okay. In today's lecture, I will take a problem on V belt. Sorry, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the flat belt. Okay, we'll take problem on flat belt. After this, the next problems will be on V belt. A nylon core flat belt, 200 wide, width is given B, it is 200 weighing 20 Newton per meter. Okay, the weight of that is given, it is 20 Newton per meter, connecting a 300 diameter. The diameter of that pulley is given, small d it is 300, to a 900 diameter driven. Okay, this is a driver, 300 diameter pulley is a driver, and 900 diameter is a driven pulley at a shaft spacing of 6 meter, means the center distance between the two shaft is 6 meter, that is C is given as 6 meter. All the dimensions are in therefore take this in mm. Transmits 55.2 kilowatt. Okay, the power is given, it is 55.2 kilowatt at a belt speed of that, that is at a belt speed means V is given, it is 25 meters per second. First he has asked you to calculate the belt length and the angle of wrap. Okay, calculate the belt length, that is L, and the angle, that is theta s and theta L. Small angle of contact for the small and angle of contact for the small as well as larger pulley you need to calculate. Okay, now in this case, which type of belt is not given? Okay, I will assume it as an open belt drive, and from equation 14.1a, uh, angle of contact for the smaller pulley, we'll take this formula. In this, capital D, small d, and C is given. Substitute all the values. Okay, once you substitute the values, you will get the angle of contact for the smaller pulley. Similarly, from formula 14.1b, in this, use the formula, instead of minus it is plus. Substitute the values of small d and capital D. 900 minus 300 divided by 2. Center distance is given as 600 Substitute that. The angle of contact for the larger pulley will get it as 3.241 radians. Okay, and while calculating this, you need to make sure that in it should be in a radian mode. Okay, whatever the angle you are going to get, it is in radians. Okay, you need to make sure that while calculating the angle, it should be in radian. If you refer the data and book, in that also they have mentioned that whatever the angle of contact is there, it is in radians. Okay, while calculating that, make sure that the calci mode is in radians. Once you get both the angle of contact, next you can use the length of the open belt drive formula from 14.2b. In this, center distance is given, diameter of the larger pulley is given, diameter of the smaller pulley is given. Substitute that. The angle of contact for the larger pulley you have calculated, and the angle of contact for the smaller pulley is also calculated. Substitute that. And in this also, whatever the angle of contact is there, it is in radians. Substitute the values. Okay, after substituting that, the length I will be getting it as 13,895.893 or you can write it as 13.895 meter. This is the length of the open belt drive. Okay, first he has asked to find out the length and angle of the wrap. Both the angles you have calculated and the length is also calculated. Next, you need to find out the belt tension based on the coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction is given as 0.38, that is mu is given. Okay, here I have not written in the given data. Mu is given 0.38. You need to calculate T1 and T2. Okay, for the belt tension, okay, you need to substitute this e raised to mu theta. Okay, the formula is e raised to mu theta. In this, to calculate that, whatever the angle of contact is there, coefficient of friction, we'll be taking the driver pulley. Driver pulley is nothing but the pulley which is going to rotate the other pulley. Okay, and always the smaller diameter is the driver pulley. Here you can see that this is 300. Whatever the angle which you are going to get, that is theta s, that will be taking to find out this e raised to mu theta. Mu is given 0.38, theta s is 3.0415. I told you why you have to take theta s. Why I have not taken theta l. Theta s, okay, whatever the angle of contact is there, it will be with respect to the driver pulley. Okay, that is small d. Okay, this is the driver pulley. Theta l means you're going to obtain it from the driven pulley. E raised to mu theta, you will get it as 3.1765. Okay, after getting the value of e raised to mu theta, next you need to find out the TC value. Okay, why? Because to substitute that in the equation, okay, to find out this tensions T1 and T2 by using equation 14.3e, that is the centrifugal force on the belt formula. By using the centrifugal force on the belt formula, you need to find out the value of TC. Okay, to substitute that in the equation, W dash. Okay, in some of the data book it is given as W dash, or in some of the textbook it's given as W. Okay, W dash is nothing but the weight of the belt. Okay, and that unit should be in kg per meter or Newton per meter. Okay, if you see the given data, in that whatever that weight is there, it is given in Newton per meter. Okay, in the equation 14.3e, below this they are given what should be the unit of all the uh, values which you are going to substitute in the equation, whether it is the acceleration due to the gravity or the velocity or the stress. Okay, all the units are given according to that. Okay, W dash should be in Newton per meter, it is given in Newton per meter. Substitute the value. Velocity, it should be in meters per second, it is given as meters per second. Substitute the value. G is 9.81. okay, its unit is meters per second square. Substitute the values, you're going to get the centrifugal force on the belt, that is 1.27 kilonewton, or 1274.21 Newton. After finding this, we need to find out T1 and T2. You have to see the equation where the belt tensions are given. Okay, if you see the equations in equation 14.5a, that is power transmitted equation. Okay, you have to use the SI unit formula. Okay, metric unit is also there. Okay, where we will be using SI unit. Use power transmitted SI unit formula, that is 14.5a, where power transmitted is equal to T1 minus T into V by 1000. Okay, power transmitted is given, substitute that 55.2. Velocity is given, it is 25. Okay, in this case two unknowns are there, T1 minus T2, it is 2208 you will get. Okay, take this T2 to the right hand side. Okay, therefore it will be T1 is equal to 2208 plus T2. Call this as equation 1. Okay, in the same equation two unknowns are there. Okay, now you have to see the equation where you will be having this belt tensions. Okay, in equation 14.3c, you can see that that is high velocities, the relationship between the belt tension. Okay, uh, from equation 14.3c, it is T1 minus Tc divided by T2 minus Tc is equal to e raised to mu theta. Already you have calculated the value of e raised to mu theta. Okay, from equation 1 you know the T1 value. Substitute the T1 value. It is 2208 plus T2 minus Tc. Tc value you have calculated, that is the centrifugal force on the belt. Substitute that value divided by T2 minus Tc. T2 we don't know, we need to calculate this T2 value. Tc it is 1274.21. Substitute that, e raised to mu theta, you have calculated the value. Substitute that. After solving this equation, you are going to get the value of T2. Okay, T2 is 2.288 kilonewton or 2288.68 Newton. Once you get the value of T2, you substitute that in equation 1. Substitute T2 value in equation 1, you will get the value of T1. Therefore, T1 is 4.496 kilonewton or 4496.682 Newton. These are the belt tensions. Okay. He has asked you to calculate T1 and T2. You have calculated the values. Okay, this problem is asked in the exam. The weightage will be 8 to 10 marks. I will take the next problem on the flat. For a flat belt drive, the following data are given. Power transmitted is 9 kilowatt. Power is given as 9 kilowatt. Speed of the motor is 1500 rpm. N is given 1500 rpm. Speed of the driven pulley is 500. Okay, the speed of the motor is nothing but this is the driver motor. Okay, driver motor, take it as small n. Driven motor, take it as capital N. If they mention speed of the driver motor, take it as small n. If they mention driven, then it will be capital N. Small n is 1500, capital N is 500 rpm. Velocity of the belt, velocity is 16 meters per second. Load factor is 1.2. Density of leather is 9.8 kilonewton per meter cube. The density, usually we will write it as rho. Okay, in your data and book of Bulgarity, he has mentioned it as W. Okay, where density of the belt, and that unit is Newton per meter cube. It is given as kilo. Kilo is nothing but 10 raised to 3. Therefore, it will be 9.8 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter cube. Smaller pulley diameter to thickness of belt ratio. Smaller pulley diameter is nothing but small d divided by thickness. It is given as 36. D by T is equal to 36. Therefore, D is equal to 36 times the thickness, or T you can take it as D by 36. Okay. After that, he has given the factor of safety. Factor of safety is 10. FOS is 10. Ultimate strength of the belt material, whatever the belt material is there, this is the ultimate strength. It is 24 megapascal or Newton per mm square. Center distance, it is denoted by small capital C. Center distance C is equal to 2.1 meter. The other dimensions are given in mm. That's why I convert this into Newton per mm square. Oh, sorry. We're talking about not the ultimate strength, talking about the central distance, meter to mm. 2.1 meter, 1 meter is equal to 1000. Therefore, it will be 2.1 into 10 raised to 3 mm or 2100 mm. And he has given the coefficient friction. It is denoted by mu. Mu is 0.36. He has asked you to calculate the diameter of the pulley and thickness. You need to find out the diameter of the pulley and thickness. Second is centrifugal stress, and third one is the capacity. Fourth is width of belt, and last one is initial tension in the belt. Okay, first we'll find out the diameter of the pulley. Okay, you need to see which are the formulas which you are going to use, such that we are going to find out the diameter as well as thickness. Okay, the one is you can use the length of the belt formula. Okay, whereas in this case the length is not given, means in a single equation you will be having two unknowns. Okay, you cannot use that equation, and see other formulas where the diameter of the smaller as well as larger pulley is given. Okay, except that length of the belt. Okay, in other formulas you don't get this. Okay, but we know that v is equal to pi dn by 60,000. Okay, whereas in this case you need to calculate the diameter. Okay, if the diameter sorry, if the thickness of the belt has to be considered, means at that time you need to add thickness to the diameter. Therefore v is equal to, velocity is equal to pi d plus t. You need to add thickness to the diameter into n by 60,000. D is not given, t is nothing but, you can take it as d is equal to 36 into t. You can substitute d is equal to 36t plus t. You can take t common. Okay, from that you can find out the thickness first. After that, substitute that in this equation, you will get the diameter. Or you can take this t to the right hand side. Therefore t is equal to d by 36. Okay, therefore t is equal to d by 36. In this you can take d common. Okay, after solving this you are going to get the value of d. It is 198.2 mm. Once you get this, you substitute that in this equation. Therefore t is equal to 198.2 divided by 36. T you are going to get it as 5.5 mm. Okay, first he has asked you to calculate the diameter of the pulley and thickness. Both the values were calculated. Next he has asked you to find out the centrifugal stress. Okay, you have calculated the diameter of the smaller pulley. Okay, next you need to calculate the diameter of the larger pulley. Okay, from the velocity ratio we know that the formula is like this: small n divided by capital N is equal to d by small d. You can use this formula. In this, thickness need to be considered. Okay, this equation you have to use when you are going to neglect the thickness of the belt. Here we are going to consider the thickness. That's why you need to add t to this. Okay, now substitute the values of small n, capital N, and t and small d. Just now calculate, substitute all the values, you are going to get the diameter of the larger pulley. This is how you need to calculate the diameter of the larger pulley. And the next one is the centrifugal stress. Okay, if you see the data and book in equation 14.37, okay, the stress in the belt due to the centrifugal force, that is TC. Because of that, the centrifugal stress will be induced in the belt. Therefore, sigma c is equal to W square by 10 raised to 6 G. Okay, W, it should be in Newton per metric cube. It is given 9.8 into 10 raised to 3. Velocity should be in meters per second. It is given 16 meters per second. Gravity is 9.81. It is in meter per second squared. Substitute all the values. After substituting that, you will get the centrifugal stress. Therefore, centrifugal stress is equal to 0.256 Newton per mm square or megapascal. After finding the centrifugal stress. Next is the capacity. In this case, we'll assume it as open belt drive. Okay. After assuming it as open belt drive, capacity is equal to e raised to mu theta. As I told you, whatever the theta is there, okay, you have to take that angle of contact with a smaller pulley, that is, which is the driver. Driver is the smaller pulley, that's why we'll take it as theta s. Okay, in this case theta s is not given, you need to calculate that. Mu is given. Okay, theta s from 14.18. Here why I assumed it as open belt means in this case you need to calculate the value of angle of contact. Okay, for that you need to make sure that which type of belt it is. If they mention open belt drive or cross belt drive, according to that you have to take. Otherwise, if it is not mentioned, assume it as open belt drive. I have assumed it as open belt drive, and I calculate theta s. There is no need of calculating the theta L because it is not asked. Okay, don't waste your time in calculating that. If it is asked, then you can calculate that. Substitute the values. Okay, angle of contact for the smaller pulley from 14.1 A. Substitute all the values. From this you will get the theta s. Substitute that in the capacity formula. From this you will get the e raised to mu theta. This is nothing but the capacity of that belt drive. The next he has asked you to calculate the width of the belt. Okay, to calculate the width of the belt, whatever the permissible stress is there, you need to consider that. If factor of safety is given, in this case factor of safety is given, it is 10. Therefore, the permissible stress is equal to ultimate stress divided by factor of safety, 24 divided by 10. It is 2.4 megapascal or Newton per mm square. Okay, and to calculate the width of the belt, okay, from the cross-sectional area, you can calculate the width of the belt. Okay, the cross-sectional area is total power divided by power per mm square into load factor. This is the formula which will be used to calculate the area of the cross section of the belt. You need to remember this. Area is equal to total power divided by power per mm square. From this equation you are going to get the power transmitted per mm square. Okay, multiplied by load factor, it is given. Total power is also given. You need to calculate the power transmitted per mm square. Okay, it is in equation 14.6a. Okay, in that two formulas are there. One is T1 minus T2 into V by 1000. The other one is this. Okay, 14.6a. In this, V is given sigma 1. Just now you have calculated permissible stress. Sigma C is also already calculated centrifugal stress. Substitute that. E raised to mu theta is 2.89. Substitute the values. From this, you will get the power transmitted per mm square. Substitute the value. Total power is given 9 kilowatt. Substitute that. Load factor is 1.2. From this, the cross-sectional area I'm going to get as 481.4 mm square. Okay, we know that area is nothing but the width into the thickness of the belt. For example, if this is the belt, okay, this is the, if you see it from the front, this is width multiplied by thickness. That will give you the cross section of the belt. Okay, you need to calculate the width. Area calculated. Okay, substitute the area 481.4. Thickness is 5.5. From this you will get the width 87.5 mm. After getting the width, next he has asked you to calculate the initial tension in the belt. That is the last one. Initial tension in the belt. Okay, if you see the formulas, okay, in page number 291, 14.8 14.8 equation, where you will have the relationship between initial tension and power tensions. Okay, the formula is root of T1 plus root T2 is equal to 2 root of T naught. That is the initial tension. Okay, in this case, T1 and T2 is not given, tension in tight side and tension in slack side. Okay, first you need to find out tension in tight side and tension in slack side. Okay, the formula is for to find out the tension in tight side, T1 is equal to stress induced multiplied by the cross sectional area. Already you have calculated the cross sectional area. Okay, this permissible stress is also given, but sigma 2 is not given. You have to calculate that sigma 2. Okay, to calculate that, I'll be using 14.3D, where you'll calculate the sigma 2. E raised to mu theta is calculated, substitute the value. Sigma 1 is given, that is permissible stress 2.4, substitute 2.4 minus sigma c, calculate 0.256. Sigma 2 you need to calculate. Sigma c is 0.256, which you have calculated. Centrifugal stress. After substituting that, the stress in the slack side, you will get it as 0.998 megapascal or Newton per mm square. And tension in the tight side, T1 is equal to sigma 1 into A. Sigma 1 is given, area you have calculated, cross-sectional area of the belt, substitute the values, you will get the tension in the tight side. Okay, the unit of stress is Newton per mm square, whereas area is mm square. Mm square will get cancelled. Remaining is Newton. Tension in tight side, you will get it as 1155.36 Newton. Tension on slack side, T2 is equal to sigma 2 into A. Substitute sigma 2 area, you will get 480.4 Newton. Once you get these values, substitute it in 14.8 equation, T1, T2 values, you will get the initial tension in the belt, T naught. It is 781.44 Newton. Okay, this is how you need to calculate the values.